Hey there, Josh. Come on in, bud. Hey, my name is Derek Michael Zanetti. I'm 35 years old, and I play music called the Hemless Gospel Choir. And I'm on a tour right now with Frank Turner and Lucero and The Menzingers. And this is where I live and ride around in. This is the driver's area where the driver usually sits. His name is Kay, and he's real nice, and he drives us around, and sometimes he tells us jokes, and sometimes we laugh. And this is the jump seat, and if you ever feel nervous or worried and you need to smoke a cigarette, sometimes they let you come up here and do that. But please don't make a habit of smoking cigarettes. It's terrible. I really didn't have much say in the decoration of this bus because I am a guest on it, but we do have this old picture of a fellow with a great mustache that isn't so great anymore, but at the time it was so popular and everybody had a mustache like that. And then we also have this wonderful abalone inlay that came custom, there's a custom bus upgrade. We got the abalone, inlay here. This is a Samsung television, flat screen, and we do have DirecTV on that. We can go ahead and watch the World Cup if we want to, or SpongeBob SquarePants, or anything that our hearts desire. This is a digital clock made by Kincaid. I think we got that at a Sears, and we still have it. It's been running pretty good. It does take AA batteries, so make sure you get the right size for a clock like that. If you come over here, this is the sandwich table. This is an ice ball that you make your own ice for whenever they have cocktails. I don't drink, so I only have it with my grapefruit juice. But this is the luncheon area, and when we're together for family lunch, everybody from the bus, all 13 of us, we all just huddle around this little tiny table and break bread together. This is more of the abalone inlay. You're gonna have that. This is the air conditioner, and it's old, so sometimes it does whistle at you when you don't want it to, but it works. This is the kitchen area, and this is where we keep our bread and our bananas and some of the water that we drink. And Frank likes to have Hershey's chocolate, so he always keeps a bucket of that there. For the people who get boozy, there's booze in there, and then for the people who don't get boozy, there's just Coke and Sprite. Here is the refrigerator, and there's just some Cokes and my berries. I get berries every single night on this tour. I don't, sometimes people have a real elaborate rider where they want, just Mount Rushmore and everything else, but I ask for 4 things on my rider: blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and pamplemousse flavored LaCroix. And I'll tell you what, every time I get it, because if you just keep it simple, people will like you more. I don't know, this is another Samsung television with DirecTV on it. You can watch literally anything that you want with Direct Television. I'm not making an advertisement for them, but they are the ones that provide the service for our bus. We also have Wi-Fi on this bus, and I won't tell you the password because you don't need it. I don't know anything about big girl pants or any type of gendered wardrobe. I did not put this thing here, and I don't stand behind it, not one bit, but it is a piece of art that just happens to be on the bus, and I haven't taken it down because it's not my responsibility to do so. But I have no affinity towards that saying or anything that comes along with it. This is a day sheet, and this tells us everything that we're supposed to do, and the times that we play, and the times we have to be gone, and where we go the next day, and places to go ahead and eat sometimes. Inside of here is just some peanut butter and sriracha sauce and cereal and peanuts, and there's some Cholula and honey, and we have some Townhouse pita chips, and we have some of that Bragg's organic unfiltered apple cider vinegar for your gut lining. They say you can never be too careful, and I believe it. If you go ahead and put your health first, then your health will always come first to you. And that apple cider vinegar is a good way to go ahead and start your day for a nice, nutritious stomach time. There's some plastic cups and some paper cups up there that we do like to go ahead and use, washable ones whenever it's available to do so. But sometimes when you're on the road, you have to have a paper cup or a plastic cup, for convenience sake. I don't know why, but you just do. And we have some of them in here as well. You can go ahead and look in there, and there's some things that you can have for a plastic cup. This is our entertainment center. This is DirecTV. This is the hub. This is a Sony PlayStation. I don't know anything about video games. This could be a PlayStation 1 or a PlayStation 4. I couldn't tell you the difference between any of them because I've never played one, but I do recognize this as the PlayStation logo. This is this is the receiver here, and this gives us some other things that I'm not sure about. Maybe that's the Wi-Fi. I couldn't say. This is the thing that determines how hot and cold the bus is going to be. This is called a thermostat, and Dometic makes this. This is the Magic Chef microwave. Sometimes late at night, whenever you smoke too much marijuana and you get the late night bites, you make a nice plate of bus nachos, which are just tortilla chips with melted American cheese on them. They're not really good and they're terrible for you, but sometimes you do things that aren't the best because that's your only option that you have, and sometimes you make, bus nachos if you want. There's just like milk and I think that's crab salad from California. And there's some tuna, and then on the bottom there's there's more things, just like people like Ben, for example. That's his apple cider, and not to drink Ben's apple cider. Back here, this is Bunk Alley, but we have somebody who's ill, so we're not going to open that door, and we're not going to give them any break in the rest that they have. But there is somebody back there sleeping right now on a wonderful air-conditioned bunk that has a television screen that you can watch with your eyes if you care to. This is we're not going to read all the bad words they put on that thing. Hopefully we're able to edit that out, but if not, this is the toilet in the bathroom. You can go ahead in here and use it if you want to. That's just the toilet, and that's the sink. And if you look over there in the corner, you'll see some Dial and Purell hand wash that you can use at any time to make sure that your hands are clean. This is a pee toilet, not a poo toilet. We make it pee exclusive because when one person decides they're going to poo in there, everyone will poo in there, and it will just make the bus smell pooier. And whenever you have 13 adults living in a bus like this, it starts to smell anyway. So we wanted to cut back on any more opportunities for bad smells, and I think we've done a good job with that. Thank you so much for entering my place of living that I've been here for the last month. This is a tour bus, and I am Derek Zanetti from the Homeless Gospel Choir. This is a very specific way to tour that I'm not used to, but I do enjoy it and I do like it. I'll be continuing to make records as the Homeless Gospel Choir for the indefinite future. So if you go ahead onto the World Wide Web at www.theinternet.com, you can go ahead and find all the information that you would need to buy records and music and swag and tour dates and tour journals and blogs and reviews of my music and reviews of the shows and reviews of interviews like this. You can even review this interview if you really want to. Thank you so much for coming in, and I hope all your dreams come true in time.